Yeah, it feels great. It's always that bit nerve-wracking, but so special to come out and defend my title today. I'm absolutely buzzing.
It wasn't about times really today, it was just about getting out there, making sure that you got that gold medal, and you did.
Yeah, exactly. And I relished every moment and every metre that I was running. It was just so nice. To defend my title was everything, and obviously I had 2 rounds yesterday, and then that today was my 3rd race. But to know I'm in that shape that I can back it up all the time, yeah, I'm really proud of that performance.
I just said to Phil there, we can see the crowds here today, but to see the depth in the 400 race is one of the most competitive, as in there's people in that race that could come out of nowhere and take your title. It's fantastic to see, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, and that's made me so hungry this year because at the Olympics, the team is changing all of the time, and we're just coming from an Olympic Games, which makes everyone hungry. They see that relays now are doing really well in Ireland, so your place is never guaranteed. So, to come out and defend my title today, I'm absolutely buzzing.
Excellent. Right, what's the plan now from tomorrow morning? Focus on the European Championships?
Yeah, I had a really hard training week this week, so hopefully Tony is going to ease off the training over the next weeks leading up to Apeldoorn. But yeah, to know I could do a sub 52 today with that heavy block of training behind me is really good. So yeah, hopefully a little bit easier into Apeldoorn, and hopefully I'll be running a PB there.
Bori, congratulations. National indoor champion. How does that feel?
That sounds good. That sounds amazing. Yeah, not gonna lie, it sounds amazing. It's been a long time coming, and been working hard, been training hard, been competing well, so it's really good to back up all of my previous performances here at the National Championships. It's great.
We spoke during the week, and I have to say there was a quiet confidence. I think you felt you were in good form. Talk to me about the race. It seemed like you executed it well. Did it all go to plan, what you wanted to get out there?
Yeah, and to be honest, when we spoke earlier, I was there was a bit of a niggle in my hamstring from the NIA the week before, so I was confident. I was hoping to be at the start line, but wasn't fully sure or confident. But then we worked through it. We got healed, thank Jesus that it did. And then, yeah, so that's why it really means a lot to me, because literally last week I didn't think I was going to be able to come compete today. So yeah, it's amazing.
And we saw obviously Israel there, back from Florida. We saw the others like Max, Sean running so well. There's a stacked 60-metre talent pool now, isn't there?
There is, and it's 100% it's going to extend into the 100 metres, and the relay is just going to be, like, the talent that's coming up is huge, and it's so beautiful to see where the relay team and where individual 100 and short sprinters could be in the next few years. It's going to be amazing. It's all that we just need as much support as we can get.
Okay, so we had talked about, has it changed in any way, the plan for the year for 2025?
No, so I'm still going to plan. So now that performance should put me back in the rankings for Europeans. So that's in 2 weeks in Apeldoorn, so going to be there, and then we're going to take it from there. So that was like the main focus for indoors, and I'm happy to be able to perform at that.
Good stuff, and we'll take from there. But I also have to ask as well, remember we talked to 4 of his last year, a 4x100 metre men's relay team. Is that something you're still talking about, you still want to do?
Oh, 100%. We've had a few squad sessions, and there's good turnout. People are motivated and ready to compete. So any opportunity we can see, we're all well capable of taking it and actually performing well. Yeah, so it's something we're looking forward to.
That looked like a bit of a stroll in the park. How was it out there?
Yeah, it was good. I felt really good out here yesterday, so I wanted to come out and kind of do similar again. I sort of wanted to try and just run nice and even for the first K, and then pick it up, which I did, but I think I was a little bit more up and down on the pace today. The clock actually stopped working during it, so I was a little unsure what was going on, but it was good. I felt good, and yeah.
That never helps, does it? But in fairness, your coach must be fairly happy. 2 championship records, the title.
Yeah, I think so. It's a pretty busy day for our group because there's national championships going on all over the place. But yeah, I think Jenny and Trevor will be happy with this. And yeah, it was important for me to come home and race, and I wanted to get still good kind of training, good stimulus in. But yeah, it was really fun and great support and everything.
Just as I said to you earlier, you've been in fantastic form already, and it's only February. Has your form surprised you this year, or has this been the work that you've been doing, the long winter hours, etc., and it's now beginning to already show signs that you're going in the right direction?
Yeah, I think I suppose I'm with my group now 2 years, so I guess sometimes it takes some time for everything to come together, but honestly I haven't changed much, and I was, my training hasn't gotten miles better or anything. Last year I trained really well and kind of just did the same again this year. So the difference is probably more in just how I'm approaching it, and it's sometimes it takes a while for what you're doing in training to come out, but I've been consistent, I suppose, which is the main thing. And last summer was challenging, I suppose, but I learned a lot, so I think it's just all coming out now, hopefully. Yeah.
And look, finally then, are you excited about this year? There's lots on the calendar. You're in great shape, great form. Do you think this could be your year?
I hope so. That would be nice, yeah. But I'm excited, I guess. There's so much on this year, and it's a long year, so I think it's good to have 2 indoor championships, because then, you know, September for Worlds is a while away. And then I think, you know, it's not an Olympic year anymore, which almost takes a bit of pressure off, I think. And yeah, for me this year is just about, yeah, hopefully in my year and just racing and doing the best I can.
Phil, congratulations. Silver medal. How did it feel out there today?
Yeah, I was actually really happy with the silver. Like, to come out today and run the final after 2 rounds yesterday. Like, I haven't raced before this weekend, so Paris was actually my last race. So to come out, blow off the cobwebs was great. And to get into that field with the girls, everybody is so close. Obviously Charlene's in lightning shape at the moment, but all the other girls were fighting for a relay spot. We have Europeans in 2 weeks' time, so I'm glad to cement my spot ahead of Europeans in 2 weeks.
Isn't it just fantastic with the crowd here to see the depth in the 400, and there was contenders all over in that race?
Absolutely, like, it's crazy to see the crowds. I've never gone to a sold out nationals, and the fact that yesterday was sold out for just the heats, and then today the crowd is insane, and the amount of young kids, and even just spotting the amount of girls with bows in their hair is great to see that influence from the summer has carried over. But no, like, athletics is obviously a minority sport. To have such this turnout to support all the athletes is absolutely super, and give it the coverage it deserves.
And listen, finally, just before we go and see more of the action, what can we expect from Phil Healy this year?
Yeah, so it is a big year ahead. We have World Relays at the start of May in China, and hopefully that will qualify us for the World Championships in September. So yeah, it's going to be another fun and exciting year. Obviously off the back of last year, the silver medal in Europeans, and obviously 4th in the Olympic Games. So for me, I'm at the ladder end of my career. So it's about going out and enjoying it and make the most of it before I do finish up.
Conor, congratulations. Fantastic run out there. National title, how does it feel?
It's great, man. I mean, it's super fast. The championship record, I was 1/100th off it, so I'm obviously disappointed about that, but yeah, it was definitely a quick race.
We could see yesterday in your semi-final, you made a statement there taking out Jack, who of course was in Paris last year. The young guns are coming up. There's relay places to vie for, European Championships. Do you feel that you're coming into your prime? You're only still 17.
Nah, do you know what? I've got a long way to go. There's still a lot I can tweak and work on. I mean, I'm still kind of working out how to push in the middle of the race. I feel like I relax too much, and it looks, off of what I think, it looks too easy when I run. It looks like I'm not really giving it that force the whole way, but definitely a lot to learn from. And yeah, after my first indoor race, 46.80, that's when I realized, like, yo, there's relay spots I can take, because I've never really been an indoor runner. I've always kind of been a bit shaky, but that 46.80 made me realize I've got to up my game and kind of prep for these indoor championships, because the senior vests on the line. So yeah.
And listen, what do you make of the atmosphere here? An incredible crowd here today, cheered everybody on.
Yeah, it's amazing. The only time I've ever experienced better was at Slovakia, the U18 Euros, but even at World Champs last year, man, like, you actually can't top this atmosphere. I'm not sure if it's because we're inside, it feels like everyone's super close to each other, but yeah, it was amazing.
Listen, a great way to start the year. Tell us what is involved in your year ahead. It's a very busy year. There's Europeans, there's Worlds. What are your aims? What do you want to do?
To be honest, I see everything as a goal. I know I'm in 45 shape come outdoors, especially after these indoor races. I think definitely pushing 45 low. When I get outside, it's a completely different story. I hate this indoor track, so it's going to be exciting. I mean, European indoors, World indoors, if we send a relay, I'm not sure what's going to go on. But yeah, then we get outside, World relays outdoors, World champs outdoors. There's so much that I'm looking for. But as much as I love the relay, I really want to be in them individual places. So times have to come down a bit. Got to be pushing that 45 low, 44 high if I want to be competitive in them individual places. So yeah.
And listen, I just have to say to you finally then, on that relays, of course, we saw the great Thomas Barr retire this year, so there is a place up for grabs there. Yeah. There seems to be fierce competition for that, but you've clearly put your flag down today to say, I want that place.
I mean, it's a kind of a perfect time for Thomas Barr to go, because I feel like I'm coming up. I feel like this year I'll definitely be running 45, maybe even a 44 high, but that's just me. I've always got super high expectations. I didn't quite reach them last year, so that's motivation for this year, but